We are on in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Tel Talks Talk Show. It's episode 26, and tonight it is flat cap night. I was going to say dodgy flat cap. Mine's a bit dodgy. So, welcome to the stream, guys. Tonight we've got a bumper stream tonight. I was busy preparing the slides earlier, and there's so much to fit in. I'm not sure how much we actually are going to fit in tonight. That's what she said. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's stream and introduce a few guests. We're going to bring on our first guest. Whoever's going to give me the thumbs up first. Who's going to give me a thumbs up? We've got Mr. Flatcap. We've got Dino Joe. Good to see you in the stream, mate. How are you doing?
Bonjour. I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. First time I actually spoke to you properly today. Like normally we voice note a bit and send a few texts, but I've not really had a chance to chat to you. So how's your day been?
Very busy, mate. Very, very busy. Yeah, all a bit hectic at the minute, but yeah, can't complain. Cannot complain.
And let's get on our other guest with his own version of a flat cap, but we don't mind. We're just glad he's here tonight. Let's welcome back one of our legends on the channel, Ryan Milkey. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. Yeah, this is literally the flattest I could get in the beak. I don't have a flat cap. I asked my neighbours and they couldn't get one.
Just keep bending it. Just keep bending.
Yeah.
But how you been, mate? Good to see you back. What have you been up to?
Not much. Just chilling and doing things at home. A couple of disasters at home. Washing machine broke recently. Headphones broke, so I had to get some new ones. And yeah, just been chilling. Just getting through. It's good to be back.
Excellent stuff. Let's see who's in the chat tonight, then, guys. We've got some familiar faces. We've got Corey. Good to see Corey in the chat. Corey's liking the flat caps, and we've got Harry Pops as well. I can see a few Five Nights at Freddy's avatars, so there will be some Five Nights at Freddy's chat tonight. But anyway, guys, let's get on with the stream. Like I said, there's so much to get through. We've actually had to miss out some certain segments tonight. So first thing I did want to touch on, we will skip the schedule for now, but we'll just go into it. Just how did you guys spend your Halloween? So we'll start with you, Joe. If you've done nothing, doesn't matter. Just let us know what you've done on your Halloween. Was it even last night? Was it last night? 2 nights ago now.
2 nights ago. Absolutely nouts.
Yeah.
Too busy. Absolutely too busy. I saw quite a lot of trick-or-treaters for the first time in a few years, so that was nice to see. But just inside, quiet one for us. But nothing major this year. But yeah.
Watch anything on telly? That's what I was going to ask you. Watch anything or?
No, I wasn't in till late, so just a bit of Lost, catching up on Lost.
Oh yeah.
But that's about it. Yeah, nothing sort of Halloween themed. It's a bit Scroogey, but I'm not as you know, I'm not the biggest horror fan and stuff like that, so I don't really like build up on horror films and that up to Halloween.
Yeah. Milky, same for you. Anything happen for you Halloween?
No, not really. I didn't do any trick-or-treating or anything like that. Stayed in the house mostly. Watched that new Exorcist Believer movie.
Okay, yeah. Any good?
Yeah, watched that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's not as good as the first, of course. Never was going to be though. I never went into it with those expectations. So it was a great movie. Then I watched Headless and Poppin do a live watch along for the original Halloween.
I think I saw a bit of that. Yeah, I think I saw it.
Yeah. I fell asleep about 10 p.m. on Halloween night, and then woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and realized that I was supposed to be on a live stream with them doing this movie review, and completely slept through it. So I ended up watching it back. But yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. It was all right.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that for I think I saw it about 2-3 years ago. So I left it very, very late to see it for the first time. There's loads of classics I need to watch. But as for myself and Halloween, quite similar to you, Ryan. I had a very early night. I think I went to sleep about 9 p.m. Went to sleep, went ready for work the next day. I was just absolutely shattered. Mm-hmm. But guys in the chat, let us know what you've done on Halloween, if you've done anything, or you had a quiet one. Corey, Harry stayed inside. Sensible decision. Corey says cosplaying horror movies as always for me. Yeah, and making TikToks, of course, Corey. So next question I'm going to ask you guys. I don't know how Joe's going to. Oh, we've got another flat cap. Got another flat cap. Let's get him on. There he is. Whose idea was this?
He's had it longer than me.
You know what? You should have sent that to Milky.
Probably would have fit.
It'd been too big.
Wow, what a legend. So I need to ask Rolo what a song for the Spotify playlist, and then what does Rolo have when he goes to the cinema? That's the big question.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
What songs you like?
Who let the dogs out?
Because I'm thinking.
That's a good shout.
That's what you was thinking. Yeah,
You're not asked, are you, mate?
No. Just country music. Anyway, guys, next question is favorite horror film. I'll start with Milky because I know Joe's not that into horror, but guys in the chat as well, I'd love to know your favorite horror film. And if you can't think of one, just talk me through a few of your favorite horrors and what typical horror you like to go for.
Oh, jeez. Favorite horror movie would probably need to be The Night Shift.
I've seen that. Yeah.
It's about a haunted or possessed police station, and this girl has the night shift. Yeah, it's pretty. It's the only movie that actually scared me watching it. I don't get scared. Jump scares don't get me or anything like that. So I was like, when that one actually made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and of course I have childhood trauma from Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. Mm-hmm. I can watch the movies, but they trigger a childhood trauma in me, so I don't watch them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but those are probably the best ones. Nightmare on Elm Street and yeah, The Night Shift.
Yeah, with The Night Shift, I think when I saw it, the production value is not big, is it? It's not a big budget movie.
No, and that's what I think the best horror movies are like that.
And it kind of made it more scary because it was quite a low budget thing. But yeah, it's a great shout, Joe. And for you, any horrors you do like, or what you would watch?
I love the first two Insidious.
Okay, yeah.
And I think it's Paranormal Activity 2. I think
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching when I was like 15, 16 maybe, and they're the ones I sort of really remember watching it with a group of mates on like a gathering, that sort of thing. I used to enjoy those, but yeah, they're not. It's not something that I'd put on. I'd watch it with other people if someone else stuck it on. But
all right, next week, mate. We're having horror night.
I wouldn't put them in the horror category, but I get what you're saying. Like, those movies did set their own precedent within that genre of movie style with the paranormal stuff. So I feel like that's very different to horror movies, like stabbers and slashers. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Corey says Terrifier 2, Scream 1996, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So again, very, very different. I've heard something about the latest Terrifier movies. Meant to be really good, but I've not seen any of them Terrifier films. I've seen the posters and I know what the like the villain is or whatever you want to call it, the main character. But yeah, I've never seen any of them. Meg says Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is the scariest it gets for me. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Harry says The Lost Boys. Yeah, Lost Boys was a weird one. I saw that quite recently as well. If I saw that when I was younger, yeah, I think I'd definitely be a bit more scared of it. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Rosie said Conjuring 2. I always get confused with the Conjurings. I'm not sure. I can't. They all become one blur. Because they all become like a franchise, don't they? But I'm not sure. I think it's when they traumatize the little girl. But
I'm surprised nobody said Wayne Deacon's YouTube channel.
Wow. Christina's in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Christina. So yeah, so your favorite Joe's favorite your horror then is more paranormal. Is that what you enjoy?
Yeah, I quite like that sort of thing rather than just, as Milky says, like slashers, that sort of thing. It just doesn't really like appeal to me. I sort of actually, I'll tell you a one I've watched fairly recently. I actually quite like. I do like A Quiet Place. They're good.
Yeah, 100%. That's a great show. Yeah, again, it's not really a thriller, a horror, but it's like a
Yeah.
sci-fi thriller horror.
Mm.
So it's got its own genre in a way. Milky, for you then, you're more of a slasher person.
No, I don't like the slashers. I think they're all predictable. There's always the hot female always ends up being the one that survives and all that kind of stuff. Usually, no race for me, but the black guy usually gets killed first in the movies. All that kind of, all those tropes that they follow. I don't know. Yeah, paranormal is good. Like I say, they are good, but I just don't class them as horror.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, for me, I used to really enjoy the gross stuff like Hostel and Saw, but now
Saw,
I think I'm past that now. Like I don't really want to see people's limbs chopped off and all that. But
have you seen Saw 10?
No, see, I think
it's fantastic.
I think I've stopped at Saw 4 or something. Just
Saw 10 is fantastic.
Joe, have you seen it recently? I feel like someone spoke about it. Maybe it was Milky.
I've not watched the newest one. Again, I reckon I've probably stopped on about 5.
Yeah, so they all just become a blur. But
Saw 10 sits in between 1 and 2. The story between the first and second movie, it sits right there. So if you've seen 1 to 4, you might enjoy it because it's still part of the story that you know.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next slide, guys. We've got so much to get through. Any traditions or superstitions? So, is there anything you guys do on Halloween that you would normally do? It's just a road question. This one. Is there anything you would normally do on Halloween? Would you normally go out?
I used to until I moved out. I used to always play COD Zombies on Halloween with all the lights off because the server used to be really busy. Always used to do it. Used to feel a bit more eerie, but that's about it really. But I haven't not done that for a couple of years. But yeah, I used to love it. Everyone jumping off.
Any superstitions, just in general?
No.
No, I thought you might be. No. Milky?
Yeah, maybe carve a pumpkin. Maybe that's about it. Yeah.
Any superstitions?
No, I don't believe in superstitions. You make your own luck in life.
The only superstition I've got is the free drain rule. When you walk down the road, you got the free drain squares. I don't walk on all 3. And then if there's a road sign, I don't walk under the road sign. I'd always walk around it. But if I walk through it, I'm just like, yeah, Tottenham are going to lose. So I just not walk around them, and now look. So I think it's working for now.
Yeah, so walk around them into the road and get it by a car.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. It's worth the risk. Harry says s'mores. S'mores. I don't think I've ever had s'mores. Anyone had s'mores? Is that what Pop Tarts are? Is that what Pop Tarts are?
No, s'mores is marshmallows melted and then between like 2 biscuits.
2 biscuits or 2 wafers or whatever.
Oh yeah. I still can't say I've had that. And Rosie says decorate my entire front garden, and then you got to take it out and change it for Christmas as well. Corey says not really. I love horror though. Out the year, doesn't matter if it's Halloween or not. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Corey's a massive Halloween fan, so it's going to be Halloween every day for Corey. Next up, then, let's talk about Avengers. Then, so the biggest news lately: potential Avengers reunion. I've got a little caption here just to give it everyone a bit of detail. The MCU is considering reuniting the original MCU following the downfall in recent years and the Jonathan Majors case. So, Joe, we'll start with you then. What's your thoughts on this?
I think it's mental. Honestly, mental. Like the whole point of Endgame and the last act of Endgame is that it's really emotional and like leads into a whole new sort of chapter for the MCU. And they've almost retconned it anyway with Rhodey in Secret Invasion by basically saying that he's been a Skrull for however long. So that's already a piss take. And now they're on about bringing them all back. I understand if they bring back like Tony Stark in like Secret Wars or something as a variant or something for like almost like a cameo. But to reunite them in some way as the original 6, it's like, what's the point? I think it's a stab in the heart to all fans that have gone through all that emotion with Endgame. It gets rid of the point of those 2 films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and the whole build up.
Also, I can't see someone like Jeremy Renner coming back. like after his skiing accident, and then
he's in a real bad way.
the way the Hawkeye TV show finished, it felt like Hawkeye was done. It's moved on to Kate Bishop, and then Nick Fury's looking old. Like after
Captain America is not Captain America anymore.
Captain America's in a different timeline, isn't he? As well,
Completely different dude as well now.
He's probably
what?
dead. He's probably dead.
So it's gonna be a mess. Rosie's hitting the nail on the head. I've completely lost track of the Endgame. I cannot lie, and that's the thing. Like we're going to touch on Loki shortly, but the timeline and how like people can control the timeline and the multiverse, it kind of just ruins everything. No one's ever really dead, and especially like Black Widow, because they were like, yeah, she can't come back no matter what in Infinity War and Endgame, and now she could come back
unless we're desperate.
Yeah. She either has to come back or she's got to do Comic Cons to get her money. So I think she'd rather do another Avengers film. Milky, what's your thoughts on it?
So this is the first time I've heard this news, so thank you for bringing this straight to me. And I've been stuck in Star Wars world for the last 6 months with Headless.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're going to do it. Like Captain America, in my eyes, they gave it to the other dude. He ended up passing the shield over when he was an old man on the bench. So I don't know how he can come back. Tony Stark's dead, isn't he? we all went to his funeral. Are they going to bring Thanos back? Please don't do that. Like, it was epic. Best cinema I'd ever seen was Endgame. So I don't know. I'm not game for it at all. They should just go forward with Secret Wars and whatever they're doing there. It's not as good as it was, but is it ever going to be as good as it was? They were the glory days of Marvel for me when they had the original runs to get to Endgame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just don't know where it's going. I don't see how it's going to top it. I know you just mentioned about Secret Wars and stuff. That kind of brings you on to the next slide, which was the rumor is like they're trying to edge out Kang after the Jonathan Majors drama, and they're trying to make Doctor Doom the new villain. So they've done what have they just done? They're doing Loki right now. They've done Ant-Man Quantumania, and they've done Loki season 1 and season 2. They've done a bit of a story with Kang. And now they're trying to push Kang to the side and say, actually, the main villain is Doctor Doom now. Joe, what's your thoughts on this, mate?
Doctor Doom is insane, but they could have put him in. I thought he was going to end up in Moon Knight. It would have made sense if he showed up in Moon Knight, or if he cameoed in it at least. Again, it feels a bit desperate. It doesn't with the Jonathan Majors situation. If it's that, just recast. The point of Kang is that he's got millions of variants. Just recast the bloke if it gets to that, if it goes that far, and then just continue the variants looking like someone else. It's just a shambles, isn't it? It just feels like they don't know what's going on. It feels very Star Wars-esque, doesn't it?
It was inevitable because like Endgame was literally Endgame for Marvel, and I think for our generation, our era, we loved it at Endgame, and we thought in our head that's going to be it now. So maybe like the younger generation, they might love Marvel right now. I don't know. I've not got any like younger cousins or brothers and sisters that watch Marvel, so I don't know their feedback. But does anyone know anyone's thoughts on how they interpret Marvel right now? Because maybe we aren't the target audience anymore.
It's just a bit of a head loss.
Very good point. Yeah, very good point.
Well, all the way up to Endgame, everything that built up was a film. Where now they're doing series as well. It's just so confusing because it's easy to sit down and watch a 2-hour film or 2.5-hour film, and then you're caught up. You've got 6 months then to watch one film practically. Where now they might release 3 series in a year or 2 series in a year and 3 films.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
Not everyone wants to sit down and watch an 8-episode or 6-episode thing about a character that they're not really interested in. But if that character is in a film about a main superhero, they'll catch up on it. So people are just left all over the place. Where now, like with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, a lot of people didn't like it because they'd not watched WandaVision. So like, well, why has she got that book? What's going like? If you've not watched the series, it's confusing.
That was my next point because we had had Avengers: Age of Ultron, which had Scarlet Witch, and then she come back into Infinity War. So she's in Infinity War, and then she gets. Is she in Endgame? Is she in Endgame? I can't remember.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah, she's in Civil War.
Civil War, and then she gets her own WandaVision show, and then she's in Multiverse of Madness, and then we're going to get the Agatha Harkness spin-off. So it's just branching out so much, and then you're kind of losing. We don't really know who the focal point is of the MCU. Is it Doctor Strange? Is it Loki? Is it Spider-Man? We just don't. You don't really know what to focus it on right now.
No.
Yeah.
Milky,
So again, I'm in the dark a little bit with
Yeah.
this whole situation. I know that we're a family-friendly show on here. Could you give me the family-friendly version of what he's been accused of? Why is there issue with him?
assaulting his other half.
Okay, right, okay. Makes sense. But yeah, no, I'm loving Loki right now, and I don't want them to change anything about it. And if that's going to be the case, then I'm probably going to be even more disheartened with what Marvel are doing. I haven't got a clue where they're going. I know that I think they hurt themselves more than they help themselves when they release every couple of months, like their plan, like phase 3 and phase 4, and they tell us what their plan is going forward. I think that hurts the franchise more than it helps them. I think that they should just buckle down, don't tell anybody what's going on, and just say, right, the next movie in December is this. And then at the end of that, have an end credit scene that lays out what the next one's going to be. And then you'll build hype for it again. But when you tell us that this is our plan for the next 4 years, and if I'm only interested in Secret Wars and that's the very end of this 4-year plan, I'm going to tune out for 3.5 years and then maybe tune back in again to the end.
Yeah.
So, I do think that the revealing of the phases is letting them down.
No, you're back. Go on, Joe.
Yeah, it just winds everyone up. Like they've been telling us Fantastic Four's coming out in 2 years for the last 10.
Yeah.
So they, like stuff like that, you're just waiting for things going, oh, well, that's obviously going to build into that film. That's going to build. Oh, that's been delayed. And because exactly like you say, they've released that schedule, and then they've delayed projects and like hopped over projects, and they've had to rearrange things, and it doesn't make sense.
Harry says, just give him full control. He'll make it better. I'm sure you would, Harry. I'm sure you would. Give us a job as well. Why, you're right, mate. But yeah, I think, Ryan, you made a really good point. Like, I think my favorite time of being a Marvel fan was when they weren't actually putting out content. Like, after I saw Infinity War and having to wait a whole year to find out what's happened, that whole year was just pandemonium of speculation, who's coming back, and then all the theories come out, all the YouTube videos of theories come out, and you're just speculating. And same with we had it a little bit with Spider-Man: No Way Home. Like that was really good fun, that build up, because we thought the OG Spider-Man would come back, and they did, and that was a big hype. But since then, it's more like you just have to watch stuff for the sake of it. Like for me, I was not a fan of Moon Knight, and I thought I would be, but yeah, you end up just like next week we've got the Marvels. And it feels like we have to watch it just because we have to, and just in the hope of a end credit scene we might be interested in. But what are your guys' thoughts on that, the Marvels?
I'm not watching it.
I just watch it. I'll tell you
the
Joe?
I'll watch it, I think, but literally for that reason, just to see where it takes the bigger picture of what's going on. And also I'm intrigued because it's like the shortest MCU film ever.
Yeah.
So just more of intrigue rather than like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. I'm not really that bothered, but I will do. It's one of them, as you say.
Yeah, it's more because it's just the next installment. That is literally it. Are we on phase 5? I don't know what phase we're on. Is it phase 5?
I think it is 5.
Phase 5 feels huge already. Like I don't know when. I can't remember when did phase 5 start with WandaVision. I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
No, I'm absolutely lost with the phases. But regarding Doctor Doom, anyone you fancy for the casting, Doctor Doom?
No idea.
It's a guy in a metal suit, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm sure there'll be an arc. Surely, unless they just bring him in as Doctor Doom.
No, I hope they do it properly. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who. There's been a few that have been cast for other roles. Ethan Hawke would have been a good Doctor Doom. He was like the bad guy in Moon Knight.
Yeah,
he would have been good. It'd be, I don't know, it'd be
Fassbender?
interesting.
yeah. That's what I had in my head, but I don't know why I'm thinking that. But yeah,
Is
I know.
he the younger version of Magneto in the
Yeah.
X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like him to be Doctor Doom.
Yeah, but he might end up in they might end up in the MCU. I think quite a lot of the rumor is that Deadpool 3 is going to like bring all the X-Men in. That'll be cool.
yeah.
Once they start doing that. They've got all those characters now at their disposal. It's like just release it, get them in.
And that's being filmed still, so that's actually filming. That's not being affected by the writer's strike, apparently. So that one should be wrapped up pretty soon. Let's move on then, guys. It's about Loki, because we haven't really touched on it. But have you guys seen episode 4 of Loki now?
Yep. I cannot wait to the next
Right,
episode.
Right, we'll start with Milky then. Milky, what's your thoughts on Loki as a whole and end the season? And then your thoughts on episode 4.
So the first episode was really jarring, really fast paced, and really like, oh my god, this is really in your face. And I was a little bit struck by it. I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. But then it settled down and it got into its rhythm and it got to its true storyline. And I am absolutely in awe with it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it so much. But this season, I am hooked every single week. I need to see the next episode. Give it me now. I wish Disney would have just given us all in one go so I could binge it. Because I am absolutely loving it. There's certain characters in it, like I forget their names, but the little, I think it's Data. Is it Data from the Goonies?
Data. Yeah. That's a Boris.
Yeah, Ouroboros. Is that him from the Goonies?
Yeah.
Yeah, Data,
Yeah,
Short round.
absolutely love him. Yeah, love him. He's amazing. Love that character. Love the whole thing about it. I'm liking Sylvie. She's good this season. And have they changed the actress, or what? Why does she look so different to season 1?
She had a trim.
It's the Barnet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard that she might have been pregnant in season 1, and that was another reason.
She's pregnant in both.
She does
look
very thin. She looks like a different actress in this one.
Yeah, a different Barnet.
Yeah, absolutely love it.
She's going through timelines as well, so I suppose she would look a bit funky.
Yeah, good point.
She was working at McDonald's, wasn't she, in one of the episodes? So
yeah.
So I think she's trying to look a bit more human. Joe, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I didn't like the first episode. It felt like a filler episode from the first season, and it was a bit like, it was a bit strange. But I've really got into it the last few weeks. It's just getting better and better, and now it's the first time for ages in probably since the last Loki season that I'm really excited for the next week. Buzzing for these last two.
Tomorrow,
Fridays. Yeah, Fridays.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of not speculation, but a lot of posts and stuff, and they've said this is the first time where nobody knows where the MCU is going, like tomorrow, like what's going to happen. There is like a teaser thing, like there is that little trailer with Mobius, and it's the normal version of him selling speedboats, jet skis. So there's little. I feel like they might distract away from the episode, and that would obviously piss off everyone. It might just be a complete wipe away to what is actually going on. Milky, what was your thoughts on episode 4 then?
It was good, and you just mentioned then about we might see a scene in the next episode with Morbius and the speedboats. That actually ties into 4 because he gets asked that question, doesn't he? Like, have you actually never thought about going and looking at your own self? Why are you so happy? I think it's Sylvie that asks him that, to be fair. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I just think it's the way it's going, and I don't know. I don't want to put any spoilers out there, but for when he steps out of that door, when it opens up, I was literally jaw on the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor and be like, "Oh my god, I did not expect that to happen."
Yeah,
because it built so much, didn't it? And I just think it's great. And what a cool actor. I can't remember his name. That dude.
Victor Timely, is it?
Yeah, Victor Timely. Yeah, it's such a great actor.
That's what I was going to say. Well, I think this season or the whole Loki season, I think the standard of acting is up here. Like we've had some dodgy actors in some other Marvel projects, but Tom Hiddleston, Jonathan Majors, Ki Hwan, I think that's his name. Of course,
Short Round.
Short Round. Just great actors, great chemistry, and Sophie Di Martino, who plays Sylvie. But it's good, and even Ravonna Renslayer, she's been good. But yeah, Joe, any idea what's going to happen then next episode?
Genuinely no idea. I was the same. The end of the last one, did not expect any. I thought it was going to be like quite self-explanatory at the end, where they fixed it again, and then something else happened that led into a next season, and then that happened at the end of the last episode. I was like, oh, didn't expect that. What are they going to do for 2 episodes? Like, I have no idea where it's going. It's really, I'm really excited to not know what's going on.
Yeah. And we do, like, of course, we are content creators, but we do live in a world where a lot of things do get spoiled. And you've got, like, these big YouTube accounts, and sometimes their theories are right, and it does spoil things for us. But I've not seen nothing. I've not tried to look. What I do want to touch on, guys, if you apparently, if you look on official Loki's Instagram account, I'm not sure. Is it come up for you guys? So they've deleted all the Loki promotion posters, and it's just this post of Miss Minutes now. So if we click here, I'm not sure what actually happens. That is it. Access denied.
I love that continuity. I love that. That's amazing.
So, so this is freaking everybody out. This was posted 6 days ago. Nothing else has been posted on the official Loki account, and yeah, I think the comments are getting a bit crazy as well. And now there's another.
Because she got shut down. The whole stuff got shut down, and she got turned off. So it makes sense that the connected world around the Loki stuff gets shut down also in the real world. I like that they do that kind of stuff to play on with the TV show.
Yeah, no, I do love the way the special effects of Miss Minutes was really good. We have had some dodgy visual effects, especially in Thor: Love and Thunder. The CGI was pretty dodgy, but this has been really good. What have you thought? Especially Miss Minutes. I like Miss Minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I really liked it when she was like shutting down that.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah, getting.
Yeah, those special effects were amazing.
The other one is for official, is it? Yeah, if we look at the 4, if their latest post is this.
To the throne, that both of you were born to be kings. Only one of you can ascend to the throne, but both of you were born to be kings.
Interesting.
So that was posted 6 hours ago. Just that little clip, little snippet. So yeah, it's gonna be really. Let me just put that bit. So if you guys do want to check it out, the Loki and the 4 Instagram handle accounts, and so some Easter eggs going on, some theories. So I think I don't know. It sounds like Loki will become like a god and control the timeline and the TVA. But
yeah, they were sort of hinting like that in the last episode where Sylvie says to him, "Oh, we're playing gods," and he goes, "Well, we are."
Yeah. So it's nice to see a more serious Loki. What about the other Loki? Because Loki pruned himself technically, didn't he?
Yeah, it's sort of just continuity. I think he realised that he'd been pruned when he time skipped. I think him pruning himself stopped the time skipping, if I'm correct. And that's what stopped it in the first place, ish, from what I've read.
Yeah, I think that's right. And also full circle as well, because we got it last time we got that view from the other side when Sylvia opened the doors and we seen him get, and we didn't know who it was that did we, until he disappeared. So it's kind of come full circle.
Well, I do want to ask you both now. Of course, you two really love Ahsoka, and you watched the episodes multiple times. But have you watched any Loki episodes multiple times?
No.
only last week's. Only last week's twice.
Yeah, that's probably me. For me, it's just time. I'd love to watch them again.
Same.
But once it's all finished, I probably will watch it again. Anything else to touch on with Loki, guys, before we move on?
No, I'm going to drop a video about the season after it's finished, instead of doing like a mid-season one that people don't want spoilers for. I'm going to do one after it's all finished.
Yeah, that'd be good to hear your thoughts. Film discussion. Oh, this is interesting. I can't remember how the slides work here. Let's have a look. Five Nights at Freddy's. I think I've spelt Freddy's wrong, by the way. I think it is with a Y, not IES. Milky, you've watched it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your initial thoughts then?
Corey, I'm sorry. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. So I wrote some notes and I'll just read them out. Five Nights at Freddy. I feel like if I watched this at the cinema, I may have enjoyed it better being surrounded by the loyal fans of the franchise. But I didn't. I watched it at home. The premise of the movie: Mike's in a legal battle. Doesn't really hold up in the movie whatsoever. Like the whole beginning of the movie didn't make any sense going forward with it all. I think it would have been way better if it was R-rated. I also wrote that the movie's an hour and 40 minutes. Could have easily just been 40 minutes. Like you could have cut an hour out of it, in my opinion.
Just
only one jump scare.
Milky, just to say no spoilers because Rosie's going to see it tomorrow. So
okay.
Go ahead.
Essentially, they made a shit movie out of a beloved game, in my opinion. It was great seeing Josh Hutcherson again on the big screen. No spoilers.
Ruined the script.
Yeah, kind of.
Palpatine return or not?
Very PG, in my opinion. Like there was one point where something happens, and in naturally you would go, "Oh my god," but they went, "Oh my goodness," and I was like, "Whoa, that's very PG." So it's just little things like that, you know. Like they broke into the place during the day. It wasn't nighttime. I'm like, okay, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I really didn't enjoy the movie, and I will never watch it again.
Well done. Well, yeah, thanks for watching it, Ryan. Joe, you've not watched it, I take it, no?
Oh yeah, I've not had time.
All right, so I'll give my thoughts. Again, I watched it at home. I didn't bother going to the cinema. If I had the time, I would have gone. I've started watching it last night and I finished it today. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like I'm in an unfair position to judge the film because I'm not a fanboy of it. So I don't know when there was Easter eggs popping on the screen. I don't know certain things happening, which was like paying honor to the game and stuff. I've never played the game either, so I don't want to bash the film too much. But I thought the casting was very random. When you do look at who the casting is, you've got Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard. You've got the young Luke Skywalker from Kenobi. That was funny. I think there's someone else as well. I think the girl Vanessa was from You, the TV show. For me, yeah, it was just a bit all over the place for me. I'm not sure what the target audience was, but for your favorite, if this is going to be your first ever horror film as a kid, then I think it's great. But I just feel I needed a bit more background into what was actually going on. I know what was going on, but I just want a bit more explanation how there was ghosts and paranormal and etc. I'm trying not to spoil it. Let's see what the chat is saying. Harry says I haven't seen it, but you'll know I'll see it soon. Corey says Five Nights at Freddy's is his favorite thing in the world. It's his childhood. So when I watched it, I fanboyed so hard. Corey, who's your favorite character then out of is it four or five characters? And then I can only name Bonnie and Chica, I think.
Corey, did you get many jump scares? Because I've played the game, and the game physically made me jump. Like when he jumps on screen real quick in the game, it's quite jarring and quite, whoa, that got me. I didn't jump once when I watched the movie.
I jumped twice. I can't lie. I did jump twice.
I couldn't deal with the constant cutaways, and I also wrote here it's a Blumhouse picture movie, so you're guaranteed to get sequels. There'll be more.
That's true. Blumhouse. Yeah, it's going to be a franchise. Yeah, Balloon Boy scared me a bit in the movie. Oh yeah, that was random. But
I gave it a personal 5 out of 10, a scare factor of 3 out of 10, and originality out of 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by it, so I'll be interested to see where they go with it. I think I would have enjoyed it more at the cinema. I have to say that, like watching a horror at home, unless it's like at midnight, I'd probably rather watch it at the cinema. Corey says my favorite is the Spring Bonnie, which is my P. What's that? Page for page? What's PFP? Anyone know?
Profile
Milky.
picture.
Oh, I was going to say Milky. I was going to say Milky. You should know this.
Profile picture.
Profile photo. All right. We got there. We're not that smart. Well done, Milky. Yeah. Wait, is that Bonnie? Oh, Spring Bonnie. Oh,
Have you seen Willy's Wonderland? Just
What's
to go
that?
carry on the. It was Nicolas Cage, and he goes and he beats up those animatronic thingies in that. He doesn't speak all the way through it. It's a movie
No.
that came out a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
I enjoyed
Good?
that more than this. No, yeah, I really enjoyed that more than this, and I feel like this is the same movie just with the Five Nights at Freddy logo slapped on top.
Yeah. Let's move on to Kingdom and Planet of the Apes then. Have you
Go for
guys seen the trailer? Please say.
No,
Yes.
you just dropped a video, and I haven't watched you watch it yet.
I was going to say, you just watched my video of me watching the trailer, because I put the trailer in it, of course. But we'll start with Joe then. Joe, what's your thoughts, mate? What's your thoughts?
It looks really good. It does. Yeah, it got me excited. That's the thing I love about the Planet of the Apes films, the last three especially. They're all so different,
Mhm.
and this one looked the
Yeah,
same.
the eras are so. Yeah, they're like 20 years apart.
The building on it is incredible, and it's the same sort of thing. It's like it's completely different, but it feels familiar. Just really looking forward to it. Yeah, it looked class.
Is that Caesar?
No, this Caesar's
No.
dead. Yeah, Caesar's dead. He died. We don't really know who this is, but I think this ape laughed or chuckled before you see him, and I honestly thought it was Samuel Jackson. Like the chuckle sounded exactly like Samuel Jackson, but I can't be. But Milky, what's your thoughts on Planet of the Apes then as a franchise?
As a franchise, I'd absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely fantastically written, fantastically shot, and it's so emotional compared to what the original was and how it, the original story played out. I do genuinely love this as a franchise. And, Joe's little thing that he got with was it Joe or you, Tel? I think you got the window on one of your pops recently.
Oh, yeah, show it off, Tel. You can see it in the background.
Yeah, just those little kind of things, the little details with the window. I didn't remember the window scene until I saw you share that Funko.
So sick.
I forgot about the window scene as well. Yeah, I forgot about it, but beautiful pop.
Yeah, awesome. No, I really love the franchise. Excited to see it, but I'm going to watch your reaction to the trailer instead of just going and watching the trailer. I'm going to see what you think of it through your eyes.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I kept it very brief. But yeah, for me, it's probably the best saga of after we've had after the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. That forward after that, I think that is the best one. I don't think it's come close. Saga wise.
Twilight, bro.
Twilight,
Sequel.
Yeah.
Palpatine returned.
But Milky, yeah, you said the word that I resonate with the most is emotional. Yeah, something about it is so emotional, and I feel like it's almost real. It feels like a sense of reality. Like I feel like this actually could happen. Like it obviously won't, but the way the CGI is, I've not seen CGI like this ever. It's just unreal.
It's grounded within the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show. Yeah. This will probably get me back to the movies.
Rise for me. Obviously the premise that he's trying to create like a cure for Alzheimer's like really resonates with me, and that's quite scary that it resulted in the way it resulted. And it's just they sort of tackle like real world problems throughout all three in all completely different worlds. It's brilliant. I just cannot wait for another one.
Yeah, for me, with this trailer, it seemed very similar to the original Planet of the Apes, where this is the Planet of the Apes now. Like this isn't humans' planet, is it? And you can tell the humans are literally hiding in bushes now, and they're not even living, are they? Doesn't even look like they're living anywhere. It's the apes that are living in their own built-up areas and stuff. So, and it looks like they capture humans now. So it's a complete 360 now to what.
Can't wait to watch the trailer now.
Yeah, to what the old world used to be. But yeah, I just can't wait. Like I said, I don't know actually too much detail about it. I've not looked at much. I try not to spoil.
We've got a release date.
It's Memorial Day next year. So Do you know when that is?
No.
I thought you'd know because you're American subscribers and stuff.
Well, that's why I didn't know if you were saying it was American Memorial or if it was our Memorial, like Poppy Day. Or...
Memorial Day
I
in
didn't know.
America. So,
Oh, Memorial Day in America is what?
27th of May.
oh wow!
Next weekend? No, I'm sure it's next weekend, isn't it? Or is that Thanksgiving?
27th of May, the American one.
Okay.
Yeah, Milky's thinking of Remembrance Day. The England one. Yeah. That's 27th of May is much sooner than I thought. I thought it'd be like a July blockbuster movie. But that's mad.
Hmm.
So, and then the good thing or bad thing would be the Funko Pops. I'd love to get a few more pops in the collection as well. That would be wicked. But excited to look at the cast as well. Anyone got anything else to touch on? The chat's not mentioned anything about Kingdom Planet of the Apes. You guys got anything else you want to add on Planet of the Apes?
No.
All right, let's move on then. I think it's fun and games, unfortunately, for you lot. It is fun and games. So we've got a new game. I try to keep refreshing the game. So you guys in the chat, if you don't know, I do funny games almost every week on stream and try and annoy the guest, whoever comes on. So Joe and Milky tonight. We've got a new game. It's called Eyes on the Prize. So you are going to see a famous face, but you're just going to see their eyes. And you've got to tell me who it is just by their eyes. So I've had to zoom in enough just so you see their eyes. So some of them, the pictures do get a bit distorted, but I can promise you will know them. I did do 10 of these, but work rang me earlier on, and I only managed to do 5. So I've only got 5 to go through. So let's see how you guys get on.
Click private chat.
That's Matt Smith.
Is it?
Daemon Targaryen, Matt Smith.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Joe, you happy with that?
Yeah.
Well, he smashed that one.
He's looked into his eyes, right?
He looked into his eyes and
looked into them.
How's he going from that to that?
He looked into them and
went,
that was way too easy.
All right, Milky's definitely met him. All right, that was easy, was it? Well, Corey and Rosie got that one straight away as well. Well done, guys. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Milky. Next one. Hold it in a little bit just for the chat to catch up. But very impressive. Very impressive.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Wow, I thought this would be hard. Maybe not. You guys think you know that? Well, Milky, are you on private chat?
No, but I can go. But I think I know
click
it
on
anyway.
private chat just so
Well, you can type in here, and I can say to Joe if he knows what this is.
Yeah.
Is that who you've got?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
no, I spelled it wrong, but yeah.
So Corey's gone Hagrid dude. I don't know his actor. Harry says Robbie Coltrane, and Milky and Joe also saying the same. It is Hagrid, yeah. So, yeah. Next up, there's only 5. Not 2 out of 2. All right, I'll do a giveaway if you guys get 5 out of 5. I'll do a giveaway.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
It looks like Rob Brydon, but it ain't.
I should do mouth or something next time. Just make or an ear, just to make it impossible.
An ear.
I'm just doing
Thank God.
That, Joe?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I don't know, you know.
It's the nose for me that gives it that.
Yeah.
I got that.
It's the nose.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Did you have him in your thoughts at all?
The chat are catching up.
Okay. I'd have to go with that. That's my only option.
You go for Tom Cruise?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe
Corey says Paul Rudd. Something Paul, I'm sure. Paul Rudd. connection is crap upstairs.
I
The odds
don't know
are
who Paul Rudd is.
it's Paul Rudd.
Oh,
I
I would never.
I know it was a
Yeah.
dodgy crop. It was a dodgy crop. So I tried to get him straight on facing, but it was hard. It is hard. Anyway, chat got it though. Next up, then I can't remember what I've got.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Joe and Milky are correct. Let's just see what the chat's saying. Well, the chat, I'm glad the chat are interacting. The chat are on it tonight. Look at this. Water White, Water White, Water White, Water White. Well, yeah, fair play to you lot. It is indeed Water White. So I'm gonna definitely do this again next week. But I'm gonna have to make it a lot harder for you lot. So last one then, guys. Like I said, I did a bit of plan on doing 10, but I just ran out of time for tonight. So the last one, I think, is probably the easiest one out of the lot.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah. So somehow that was like a very clear picture.
yeah. What I would like to do, if Joe's down for it, is me and Joe can come up with a game that we can throw at you for the finale before we go off air for the winter.
Yeah, I want to be challenged. I love all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Because I know that you make these games and you have fun challenging us, but maybe me and Joe can come up with something for the finale to challenge you.
Right.
We
Corey
can get
says
the chat involved as well.
Daryl. Meg says Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon. Of course, you would all be right with Daryl Dixon. So that was the end of the
I just saw
game.
what Joe put in the chat.
What's that?
I just saw what Joe put in the chat.
Oh. All right. So that's the end of the game, and that's the end of Eyes on the Prize, guys. But I'll definitely do that again. But yeah, I'll try and make it more challenging for you. But fair play to Milky for the first one. For getting that. That was very impressive. But yeah, you definitely know you've met him now. You can tell from that. Anyway, guys, let's move on then. I think we've got Comic-Con announcements. Yeah, latest guest announcements. I didn't actually get time to load all the guests up, so we'll have to do it bit by bit. Where should we start then, guest wise? Any guests been announced anywhere? Wales?
Wales has been loads in the last fortnight. Loads.
Let's have a look. I think we've got a few Red Dead Redemption announcements.
Yeah, with 2 voice actors from Red Dead.
Here we go. Let's have a look if it's updated or not.
Oh, it has as well.
Look at that beautiful building.
Wow, I put that Jennifer one to £250. It's £25. So, new guests here. I'm not sure when we last done a stream. I think we've done the Ross Marquand one. But latest guests, we've got Matt Ryan, I believe, Roger Clark, and Rob Wythoff. So a couple of Red Dead Redemption ones. Next up, where else? I can't remember where else we need to check. For Love of Sci-Fi, is it? For Love of Sci-Fi. Joe found something very interesting earlier. Oh.
How many cons have they got between now and the end of the year?
This is the last one, I think. Actually, no, there's the For Love of Horror as well. Oh, I didn't realise Nick
For Love of
Frost was
Sci-Fi, For the Love of Horror, Wales, LFCC. There's still 4 more.
Well, LFCC.
No, Wales is August. They've been announcing guests constantly. Yeah.
God, this lineup's looking better than I thought. It's quite
Wow,
annoying.
Christopher Eccleston. Wow.
So who? Yeah, Christopher Eccleston got announced yesterday or the day before.
Yes,
I think that is it, really, isn't it? Oh, what's his name? Yuri from Stranger Things at the bottom here. He got announced.
And Cameron's back up.
Cameron's back. this lady, Rona Mitra, got announced. And Cameron Monaghan is now £50 an autograph and a £50 a photo, which Joe said. Well, you can't get it there. But yeah, we pay
people that do this, the same people as Monopoly. It's the same company, right?
It is Monopoly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Leah Thompson cancelled. Didn't even see that. That's why Leroy Screwballs wanted to go. That's interesting. So I think is that it, guys, for guest announcements. I know we've got London Film Comic Con spring, but nothing's really been announced yet, major guest wise.
No, just a load of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else significant right now. And then Troy Baker for MCM Birmingham, who plays the voice of Joel in The Last of Us. So he's announced Birmingham. Cool. Yeah, that was a cool one. But I think that's it then, really. But I'll do the full slides next week properly for you guys. Let's have a look then. So next week's theme, come on, guys. So next week's theme, flat caps tonight. While we think about next week's theme, any story to the flat cap, Joe? Did you buy it yourself or got it as a gift?
Tragically, I bought it myself.
Yeah.
I've had it ages. I think I've worn it once. Worn it once. Thought it looks a bit of a tool. I have not really worn it since. But
where'd you buy it?
Winter is coming. I bought it in Next, I think.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, like really random purchase. I like the idea of wearing it. I love the idea of wearing hats, but I'm not very confident because I got a massive head. So yeah.
I think
wants me to pleat my beard.
We'll come to it. So we've got football shirts and a funky hairstyle. But yeah, any suggestions for next week's theme regarding what we have to wear, regarding our hair, what goes on our head, glasses, whatever. We've had quite a good fun so far, but let us know. Yeah, my one's actually I can't remember. I got it as a Christmas present, but it's fake. It's actually not a flat cap. It's more of a Peaky Blinders prop. It come with like a Peaky Blinders shower gel and like a Peaky Blinders pint glass or something. So I don't feel like it's an actual. It looks too big anyway, so I don't think it's actual. Very practical. But I went out.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah, it just don't feel right at all. But yeah, well, I was happy wearing it today, especially in this weather. The weather's been very grim lately.
It's also an excuse for you to hide the haircut because I saw your Instagram story. So you were in the barbers today.
Yeah, I've got a trim.
Yeah,
got a skinner from here.
Wearing a hat online, you can hide the hair.
Yeah, so I don't know what my hair's gonna look like. Let's have a look at some suggestions then. So Meg says funky hairstyle. Milky could plait his beard. Can you do that?
I wouldn't do it. I'd go to the hairdressers and get it done, but I wouldn't do it for a live.
Surely a friend could help you do it, no? I
don't have any friends. My friends are at the end of the camera, dude.
Just knock next door.
Yeah.
What else we got? Corey says football shirts. I would like to see the ones you guys have. And temporary face tattoos. That's a great shout. But
I don't have much skin left on my face.
But yeah, that's interesting ones. We'll leave over to you guys. We'll come back to it towards the end of the stream. We've whizzed through quite a lot of this tonight. We've done exactly an hour. So let's talk about what's coming up then, guys. Milky, I say I won't ask you, but I will ask you. What's coming up on your channel? Anything planned?
I really don't have anything planned. I can't give you an exact date of something coming out. I don't want to let people down with dates and then don't follow through with them. But just stay tuned to the channel because there is stuff coming. I do have stuff scripted out in my PC that I will eventually get to. Top 25 favorite moments of Game of Thrones. Top 25 worst moments of Game of Thrones. Joe gave me a lot of insight and just said, do something that you care about, something that you're interested in. So, even if it doesn't get views, I don't care. I want to make these videos. So that's why I'm going to make them. And Millport Part 2 is in my phone. I just got to find time to edit it. Because I'm having more fun editing for other people and I'm getting paid for editing for other people. So I'm using that more as a priority, and my time with editing goes towards the work side of, getting paid for editing, because we all know we don't get paid on YouTube. So it's like, if I have 20 minutes to edit a video that I'm going to get paid for, or 20 minutes for a video for myself, sometimes the one I'm going to get paid for outweighs it. And that can have an issue on why I don't have content coming out. But I will do my best to get content out.
Top 25 VAR decisions? No. No.
I'm not even gonna argue with you over it.
No.
Good luck this season is all I'm saying. Just good luck after Christmas.
Yeah. Harry says he's absolutely fuming that he can't meet Troy Baker, probably one of his favorite actors. But yeah, it would be a cool one to meet. But I suppose you would get the Joel Pop signed as well. I think the Joel Pop's a little bit cheaper than the Ellie Pop. Yeah, that would be a cool guest to meet. And of course, he's actually in The Last of Us. Joe, what's coming up on your channel?
LFCC's next week. It's come around very quickly. So, yeah, do a build up next week. Stuff that I'm taking, nothing guaranteed to get signed, of course. But yeah, LFCC is it 11th and 12th November? Yeah, 11th and 12th. So not this weekend coming, the week after. So I'll have some stuff coming out in the upcoming week. Getting ready for it. Yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. What about you? What you got coming up?
Yeah, I suppose it will be our LFCC stuff. I feel like I've been spamming content out lately. After we didn't do a live stream last week, did we? Yeah, that was I'd work. But yeah, I put out a little YouTube short last night just for something to do, and it got 2K views. So I don't know how it works. This YouTube short algorithm, like when you try and be creative with shorts, you get nothing, and then when you just put out rubbish, the algorithm helps you out massively. And then today I done the Planet of the Apes trailer reaction. It's got 20 views, even though you think the traffic would be pushing it because that's just come out and everyone will be talking about it, but no one seems to care about it right now. But we just put out our MCM vlogs, which was a good laugh, and I feel like the A to Z cosplay content, which of course me and Milky started doing. I feel like I want to do that every con now, so I think that's a good laugh. And also like the beer review. I think a beer review is quite good as well. Milky, what did you think of the beer review? I think you mentioned it on the.
I actually really enjoyed both of your videos for the con. Obviously, I didn't get to go, but I'd heard from a lot of people that MCM was probably one of the better cons to attend to, especially for cosplayers. So when I first found out that you both were doing the A to Z challenge, I was buzzing. I was like, yeah, can't wait. I did meant to ask you, how did you feel it went the second time going round? Were you more approachable with people? Because I know the first time you were pretty standoffish. So what was it like? What was it like for the two of you? What was the dynamic? Who was asking who?
You do it. No, I did the last one. You do it.
Yeah, really? It was more. It was at one point. It was like, let's get another beer. So we got another beer, and then we had 90 minutes left before the con shut. So it got to a point where we're like, yeah, we just need to go out now. But then it was a weird one because we're kind of like in between. Yeah, cosplay's a bit shit, and then it's like, oh, but we really need that letter. So it was almost like depending how desperate we were. And then yeah. So I think we both at points we just thought, fuck it. There was points where there was we had the Doctor Strange bloke who was like the official cosplayer for Doctor Strange, and I just butted in his conversation and he weren't happy, but he took the photo of me. There was two girls who were deep in the conversation. I went up to them and they were actually quite nice about it. And then we had the Wanda and Vision. Joe, do you want to mention the Wanda and the Vision one?
Yeah, she was very happy. Scarlet Witch was very obliging. Really liked the idea of what we were doing. Said, "Oh yeah, that's a really cool idea." Vision looked like he was going to murder Tel. I want to go home.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that really with cosplayers that like they look annoyed that you're asking for a photo. It's like, well, surely when you've gone through all this effort and you do look really good, that people are going to get asked for a photo. It's the point, isn't it? Really?
Mm-hmm. But with Wanda and Vision, they were watching a panel, and we spotted them from far away, and we were like, "Oh, W and V, no S and V." It was Scarlet Witch and Vision. So Joe was like, "No, we can't go until we get a photo because we needed S and V." So it was a 2-for-1. So we waited till they finished the panel, and then they got the photo of us. And as soon as they got the panel, they went straight to the exit. So I think that was the last thing they done on the day. But there were some good cosplayers. I'm trying to think what my favorite was. What was yours? I can't remember.
Was my Dragon Lady and Jon Snow there?
She was.
Yeah.
Dragon Lady was there.
Yeah, and it was Jon Snow.
I didn't see Jon Snow, but Dragon Lady
Well, he
was.
usually dresses up as a Mandalorian otherwise. He does Mando or Jon Snow.
Really good. Sansa Stark.
Oh yeah, there was a good
really
Sansa
good.
Stark. Yeah, we was gonna do that, but we didn't have any beers at the time, so we didn't have the courage to start approaching people. Yeah.
No Dutch.
Come on, boys! I've got to teach you some stuff.
Yeah, I think LFCC will be different if we get time. I'm just worried about guests and stuff.
Sunday we should be all right.
Should be, yeah. It's just carrying pops as well. It's just, I don't know. I feel, it's giving me anxiety. Just the stress of it all. Ryan, what was your thoughts on LFCC and approaching people?
It's easy, dude. I loved it. Mm-hmm. Just I can talk to anybody when I'm in the right frame of mind and I know what I'm doing and I'm switched on. Then yeah, I literally approach absolutely anybody. You were shocked when I was doing it. You were like, you just got to speak to anybody and ask them anything, and very out there and bubbly and stuff. So yeah, it's just the way it is. You've got to be like that,
Yeah, I don't think we had any bad interactions, did we?
No, I didn't think we had any bad interactions.
Joe, did we?
I think your Doctor Strange one was a bit touch and go.
Yeah, but he was like the professionals. I can't understand it. But...
Yeah, it was a bit funny, wasn't it? I like the ones that stood next to like the props, like the Jango Fett one was great.
Yeah,
he's waiting next to the queues for the Chewbacca and Han Solo one, knowing that people are going to ask. So those ones are always great because they're just happy to do it. So those ones are good. I do feel awkward when we did it. That's what it was a bit awkward. It was towards the end of the day, so everyone that was doing it either looked absolutely knackered because it was like 6:30 or on their way out the door, and they're like sort of speed walking out, and we're trying to catch up next to them, tap them on the shoulder, and go, "Oh, excuse me, get a photo." Like, oh, yeah. And they're all generally obliging, but you can see why they might have been a bit annoyed. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. I think we should give a shout out to our mate Luke Skywalker, aka Leader Tree, on Instagram. Yeah, we see him, Milky. We saw him again.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, in your vlogs. Yeah, he was a great guy. Chat to him on Instagram quite a lot. Great cosplayer.
Yeah, he remembered who I was, which is nice. He likes telling it.
What about Edward Kenway? Did you see the pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean? Not Pirates of the Caribbean, the Assassin's Creed pirate.
Was that who he was?
Yeah, I have another friend that we met at LFCC, and he was a pirate from the Black Flag game Assassin's Creed, and I'm sure he went to MCM as well.
No, I don't ring a bell. But do you know the Daryl Dixon guy?
Yeah,
he was Ladybug from
the guy with the briefcase.
Yeah, from Bullet Train, and that was good. That was a good ride, but I didn't see him, unfortunately. That would have been cool to see him, but. Yeah, it's getting weird because there are loads of familiar faces we see there now, and obviously we saw Dan and Coombsy in the queues and stuff, so it's funny to see them queuing. So you do get a lot of familiar faces now.
Yeah, I want to go to Secret Con. I think it is. You can't get tickets to it; you have to be invited to it as a cosplayer, apparently. Yeah, I would love to eventually get to that because obviously that's the mecca of cosplays, isn't it? You have to be invited as a cosplayer, so you must be good at this stuff for that. Yeah, I'd love to go to that. I think next LFCC summer, I want to go as Tiny Tormund.
Yeah,
cosplay.
Definitely get involved. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was going to say because we went to the con and we didn't meet any guests. So, and you can enjoy yourself without meeting guests. Like we had a good time. It's you've got the whole day, and I think MCM after. We've done LFCC and we've done Comic Con Scotland. I feel MCM would be the best suited to you. There is a load of seating areas, massive venue. You get a pint.
Yeah.
And the stalls, so many stalls, mate. Like I don't think me and Joe went to every stall. Just didn't have time.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you.
To explore it, let alone.
I wanted to ask. Tel, would you suggest the arena for MCM would be better for London?
Oh, 100%.
For the LFCC, do you think that arena would be better for like all of London's cons?
Yeah,
it looks bigger to me.
Yeah, well they do Star Wars Celebration there, but I don't think Showmasters would pay for it.
They knock the prices up. MCM for guests and stuff is mega money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seriously expensive, but I thought at Celebration it was like celebration prices, and I was annoyed at the prices because I thought, oh, that's obviously like Disney or whatever, just like taking the mick because they know people will pay it. But I looked at guests on Friday just to see who was there, and it was the same like booking format as it was for Celebration. So it must be XL's way of doing it, but
okay,
it was so dear. So have you watched Andor?
No, I'm about to.
There was an actress. There was an actress from Andor, and she's got like a small role, I'd say, and she was 72 quid for an auto or a photo.
Okay.
And I was like, that is serious money.
When you compare it to Sean Gunn, like you said as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like Sean Gunn was 30 quid at Comic-Con Wales.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Cameron Monaghan the other week, 35, even 50 for him now. It's still like, I'd say 50 quid is reasonable anyway. It's just people are annoyed because like, oh, it was 35 the other week, but they've obviously seen the huge demand he had there and thought, well, we'll quit in on it.
I'm going to take your guys' premise for when I do cosplay. Like, I'm probably going to do an event where I don't have to go and get autographs and don't have to queue up and all that. So I just spend my weekend as a cosplayer on the floor and just have fun that way. Because it'd just be so hard, wouldn't it, to have to queue up and people are coming up to you and you're trying to do stuff. It would be hard.
Put a little charity bucket out, get them to put £1 in for a photo. Then you can go and meet guests. It's the best thing to do. Meet guests for free. But yeah, so on my channel then, I'll have some previewing LFCC next week. Of course, there'll be vlogs as well. Excuse me. But yeah, you should see Joe's face on my YouTube again as well. But yeah, do let us know, guys, what you want us to do for next week's theme. Should be a good one, whatever it is. Might move the stream to a Friday because Joe will be down on Friday. But we'll see. We'll see what you guys suggest as well. What's the next bit? And so the stream's open to the chat for the next 15 minutes or so. Any questions you want to ask any of us or our guests, please fire them away. And so the stream's open to you guys for the next 15 minutes. What you guys got coming up this week? Not YouTube wise, but just in general. Anything coming up?
Start a new job next week.
Oh yeah, decent.
So
you start on I forget what day it is. On Monday.
Wednesday.
Nice.
So only in for a couple of days and then back up to London again.
Yeah.
And so hopefully next week should fly by. But looking forward to it. Have you got all your stuff ready for next week?
What do you mean, pops?
Pops wise, whatever you want to get, signed photos or whatever.
Tickets, mate. Yeah.
And yeah.
No, sorry, mate.
You have to get priority again.
Yeah. So I've not bought nothing yet. Harry Pop says, "Yo, Tel, who you mean at LFCC?" I don't like this. I like the question. I don't like the question because you just don't know. The plan is my priorities are Olivia Cook and Karen Gillan. That's my priorities. But the way it's going to work will be virtual queue tickets. So I'll get a virtual queue ticket when Joe gets his virtual queue ticket. So we should be getting, if Joe's able to get his signed, which means I should be able to get mine signed because we'll be able the numbers next to each other. So I'm aiming for the Emperor, Ian McDermott, whatever his name is, Kit Harington, Karen Gillan, and Olivia Cook. Not too bothered. That's a beautiful pop. Not too bothered about Paul Bettany. I just feel value for money a bit too much, and I'm not really a big Vision fan.
I'm surprised Kit's on your list.
Why?
Just because I didn't think you were that much of a Game of Thrones fan.
I'm not. I'm a fan of Eternals.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'd fight. I want you to fight. No, I do like Eternals. I can't lie. I actually do like Eternals.
No, I love Eternals. Yeah.
But no, I'm a big Kit Harington fan, but it's just the way it is. I feel like if it's just there's just loads of other guests as well. It's weird. It's weird how you prioritize it, but Kit Harington's only there for one day, so it's a big ask to get to see him. But I don't know, Joe, you've got actually some stuff booked. You want to talk through what you've actually got booked?
Yeah, so I've booked a photo of Kit and I've booked a photo with Ian McDermott just because the only things that you can pre-book are photos for LFCC. So I'd love to meet both of them. They're my two priorities for sign-ins as well, if I can. So I thought I'd book a photo and then I've got that as a minimum, which I'm at Edinburgh. I really enjoyed the experience of getting a photo with Cameron Monaghan. So yeah, I think I enjoyed that more than some of the sign-ins. Not all of them. So that's what I kind of want to do. I want to do both, but it means I'm guaranteed, as long as we're there dead early, to definitely have those done. So yeah, that's what I've got booked. But yeah, that's my priorities is Ian McDermott and Mr. Kit. So yeah, I am buzzing, but same as you, I'm a bit angsty because at least in Monopoly, you know that if you book it, if you're on time and you're organised, then it's all right. Where you're relying on showmasters for LFCC to be organised as well as yourself. So it's a funny old thing. I imagine after we get the first one done, the same as any con, it'll relax us. But yeah.
You can remember as well, it's different over there as well. They don't have, well, when I went, they didn't have card machines on every table. So you had to go to the desk downstairs and trade your card for virtual cash vouchers that you would give in at the desk. So it's all a little bit different and it delayed some stuff for me when I was there. I remember, until you were there, I was given the wrong thing for my photograph and I had to go back and change it and all that kind of stuff. It was all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, mate. If you want to chip in and actually say your experience of your Matt Smith photo shoot, or photo up, what you had to do,
Yeah, so I was shocked that I couldn't use my card at the booth to pay for things. I had to go to this little desk at the front, and they would take my card payment, and then they would give me whatever I'd paid for in vouchers in these little plastic cards, and it would say 20, 20, 20, 20, and they would all add up to like whatever I'd just paid for. And then that was how you would pay for your autographs or photographs at the desk upstairs. Well, I'd asked for a signature and a photo for Matt Smith. And they'd apparently given me, without realizing, they'd given me 2 signature things. So then when I'd queued up, I'd got my signature. And then later in the day, it was time for Matt Smith's photo. I'd queued up and I was pretty much at the back. And I got to it and it was now my turn. And I gave her the thing that I'd been given earlier in the day. And she goes, "This is for an autograph, not a photograph. We can't accept this." I was like, "You what?" She went, "Yeah, I'm sorry, you won't be able to get your photograph today." So I was ready to blow the place down. I was like, I'm having a fucking photograph whether you like it or not. I queued up all day for this thing. I said, "This isn't my issue. This is yours. You did this." And she said, "There's nothing I can do." Until I was head to the floor. I'd had enough. And Tel said, "No, let's go downstairs and let's try and fix this." So we went down, and I just explained the situation. And she said, "Yeah, that's fine." And they just exchanged it for the photo thing. I went back up, and I was literally the last person of the day to get a photo with Matt Smith.
Yeah.
It was touch and go. It was, but I just didn't like the system. I just did not like the way they did it, and there were certain things. But that being said, it's my favourite con I've ever been to.
But you got the Matt Smith photo because we used our initiative to get it done, not because they helped out.
No, it was you. It was you that said to me, "Milky, let's get your head up. Let's get downstairs. Let's try and fix this." Yeah.
So on the Showmasters side, they didn't really care. But I think we should mention on the Sunday, the staff were quite friendly, weren't they? I remember you was chatting to a Geordie lass, weren't you? And a lot of staff seemed nice.
Yeah, I asked the Geordie lass who was working there. She was giving the virtual queue ticket things out, and I just said, because I'm like that. I'm friendly, and I just wanted to know what her day was like because, she's been serving public all bloody day and probably getting abuse from a lot of people, and I just wanted to take a second and talk to her and ask her how she was. And I learned how it's a volunteer's job. You don't get paid for it for Showmasters.
Really?
But Yeah, really. But you do get a consignment of £100 and something and an autograph, apparently. So it kind of works. You get to meet your celebrity people because you get to be backstage with these celebrities, maybe ushering them to desks or something. You know, I would volunteer any day to sit next to the likes of Leo Ashton all day and be his chaperone for a Comic-Con. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, Leo Ashton was just a real cool dude, you know, and he even after the fact he likes Instagram posts and all that kind of stuff. So he's just a normal guy. But yeah, I was shocked to find that it was voluntary and they get like a meal provided, they get hotel provided, and you can go on the website and like register to be a volunteer at Comic-Cons. And I'm like, I'm gonna probably do that one year.
Yeah. On the other side, you said you're just going to try and do the content creator pass, didn't you?
Yeah. I do that. Everyone, if I'm going to a thing, I'll always apply for a press pass because then you get like you don't have to pay to get in. You get closer access to guests and stuff and all that kind of all the cool stuff for being a press, you know.
Yeah. So, I'll get tired. Corey says, I'm just finishing up some cosplay stuff for Liverpool next year. That's about it for me. Obviously, you got HorrorCon next Saturday. Oh, so it's for the love of horror in Manchester as well now next week. So I never knew. Yeah, same weekend. So yeah, it should be a lot of YouTube content there from everyone. I hope hopefully you do make some TikToks, Corey. It'd be good to see some TikToks from for love of horror. Really excited to see that. Are you meeting Bill? Is it Bill Welford, the guy who plays Chucky? Are you going to meet him? But yeah, let us know what you are planning to get signed, mate. And if you do collect pops, I'm not sure if you do collect pops or not. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think I'm not sure if I've got any more slides. Have we? No, stream ending. Yes, that was the last slide. So we've got about 5 more minutes, guys. So, Milky, what are you thinking? Then theme for next week? Anything?
Sorry.
Theme for next week? Or did you want to go football shirts or face tattoos or funky hairstyle?
I'm cool with any of those. I'll go funky hairstyle if you want to go funky hairstyle.
Joe, can you do a funky hairstyle with your body?
Yeah.
Like, define funky hairstyle. Like, it's natural and blonde and you don't normally see it. So if I dye it purple and you actually see it, that's funky hairstyle, right?
No. Well, I was half debating cosplaying as Ken at LFCC, but going blonde. I was like, so I can be funky hairstyle. I was gonna get just the I'm Kenough hoodie, but it's too much act. It's too much act. Let's see what the chat is saying. Corey won't be meeting him this time. Spent too much money for this one. But yeah, let us know who you are meeting, Corey. Be interested to see who you are meeting. I'm trying to think what you've said now.
Pigtails.
Pigtails. Joe, can you do pigtails?
No. You've got skin fade on this way.
I literally booked in tomorrow for a haircut and a beard trim, so like
can't imagine pigtails. Well, we're on stream number 26, so 27, 28, 29, 30. So I've got 4 more streams left. Stream 30 will be the Christmas special, really, instead of having a couple of weeks off. So we'll do the stream 30 will be the Christmas special, and then we'll have a break. Harry's Pop says, finally decide who I'm meeting at Telford. I'm meeting Ryan Hurst. Of course, he plays Beta in The Walking Dead, and there's what else is he in?
Opie in The Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, that's it, yeah. Corey says, meeting Lauren Love. Sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Lavera, Leah Voicey, Elliot Fulmer, Lisa Sutherland. That's the one I'm jealous of. That's from Evil Dead, and the Saw guest that got announced today. Chris Hill's just joined the stream in the last couple of minutes. Good to see you in the stream, Chris. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, nice to see you back here again. But yeah, exciting stuff. Anything else for you guys to add before we wrap up?
No.
Help me.
No.
I could go ahead, Joe.
Have you got any other pops that you're just going to take with you? Hope to get signed. Do you have stuff that you're planning to get signed next week?
I've got Nebula behind me somewhere. I'm a bit worried now. I can't see it. I've got my Guardians pops right here. But,
because it's here.
yeah. All right. Yeah, it's right there. So I've got a Nebula. Hopefully get signed. It's quite a new one as well. What else we got? I'm debating about Vision. Like, do I take Vision in case we don't get the Jon Snow Kit Harington sign? You know what I mean? Then you can take
Dangerous
Vision.
game, then, though, isn't it? You're just taking stuff for the sake of it rather than what you really want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Alison Hightower I've got somewhere. Nebula, they're the two. They're my main two, and the Emperor I've got. But we'll see. Yeah, so I'm very excited. Make sure you like the game. Thank you. But yeah, we'll give that game a go again then next week. Corey says he's got no pops for this con either, just posters. So they're gonna have to carry a couple of stuff as well. I hope you're taking like protectors because our mate Jason, he got Elijah Wood photo signed and Andy Serkis photo signed. But he didn't put them in any folders, so they all got absolutely battered in his rucksack. So I hope.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just took it as it is, like as the bit of paper, and put it in his rucksack. So the photos are all creased up. Bless him. So yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Poor lad. But yeah, so hopefully you have got protectors. Yeah, he says yeah for sure. I'm so nervous. I'll make sure I protect him. Yeah, you got to. So I've mentioned it a few times. My Merle signed pop by Michael Rooker that got damaged in a pop protector, and
I had a look at that last week.
What's that?
I had a look at that last week.
Did you? What, you saw the tear?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is bad. It is bad. Yeah, right there at the back, the big tear. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm not going to sell it, but it's weird when he personalizes it because it doesn't even look like Merle on the side, does it?
Well, state of mind.
Oh, Mario.
You think if I put some money in your account, you could maybe pick me up a Game of Thrones comic or two while you're at the con?
Oh yeah, we kind of know where it'll be, don't we? That stall.
It's just that one guy with the white boxes all along the table.
If he's got the same spot. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah, no pressure, like. Yeah. Just maybe.
It can be a little segment in the vlog.
Yeah, there you go.
Milky's comics. Milky's mags. Milky's 30 mags. That'll be the good one.
You got any old nuts mags, sir?
I was debating whether to ask you to get me a window signed by Kit, but it might be a bit too much pressure. You might only get one item. It might be that busy that you're probably only going to be allowed one thing per person.
I'm worried enough whether they allow personalization or quotes.
Yeah, Matt Smith said no to me with a quote. Yeah, I tried to get a quote, and he was like, he said, "Are we allowed?" And the guy was like, "No." Yeah, I didn't even get away with it.
The way you are, it's the way you ask. If you ask with a rejection of no, then you've more chance to be no. But if you just forward and say, "Yo, Matt, you just put this on the side," you're probably going to do it more than you say, "Yo, Matt, could you please put this on the side?" Then
you're right. Yeah, I think was it Coombs' mate Dan? I think he's pretty good at getting like the free signature because he says it's for charity and all that kind of stuff. So he manages to get out. Obviously, he's going to charity anyway, but he's pretty good at it. But
they got quotes and all their stuff, and on the queues when we were looking, it said no quotes or no personalization. But they on every pop that Coombs got signed, he had big quotes as well.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's just exactly. It's just the way you ask. If Edinburgh, when I was asking for my name, I think they're more obliged to do stuff when you're getting something personalized because they know that you're not selling it on and you're not just getting it done to get it sold.
I think that's why Leroy was quite successful with his autos. He got it all personalized as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Instead of going and saying, "Could you please put this quote on the side?" You could go, "Oh, do you know one of my favorite lines of yours from the show is when you say this? You couldn't put that on the side of the box for me, could you?" And then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course," because you've made more of a personal connection with the line.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I said to Tom Payne. I asked him what his favorite Jesus quote was, and he was like, "Yeah, it was, but about to get a whole lot bigger." Because I felt that was such a long quote. I felt bad asking for it, but he said it himself. I was like, "Yeah, exactly what I want, mate." So that was perfect.
That's what I do.
Anyway, before we go, should we add this again?
We're so tired. Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
I think that's how we should sign off. It's time to go to bed, Ziz. That's how we should end the stream. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been great fun being back with everyone. There we go. Corey's loving it still. We never get sold back. But yeah, thank you to everyone that has tuned in tonight and did interact with the game stuff. It was really great fun. Thank you, Milky, for coming back on the stream. We'll hopefully see you back again.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, good to see you in the stream. On the stream, mate. Yeah, we'll catch you again next week. See you later.
Ta-da.
Baby, come back.